All right, let's just jump right in. The world of AI is moving at, well, lightning speed, and it can be really tough to keep up. So what we're going to do here is cut through all that noise. We're going to focus on the essential, practical AI skills and tools you'll actually need to know by 2026. Think of this as your personal guide to staying way ahead of the curve.
So, I've got to ask you, are your skills really ready for what's coming just around the corner? Now look, the answer is going to be different for every single person, and that is totally okay. It all depends on what you do now, where you want to go, and, how comfortable you are with all this new tech. But hey, don't sweat it. We're going to break it all down.
And here's the best part, the really good news. There's an AI tool out there for everyone. I mean it. Whether you're a coder, a designer, a business owner, a marketer, it doesn't matter. We're going to give you a clear roadmap to the tools that are going to matter most for you.
Okay, let's get into it. We're going to look at three key types of people, three personas. First, you've got the builder, the person who actually constructs the apps and the agents. Then there's the creator, who designs all those visual experiences. And finally, the marketer, who's out there building campaigns. As you can see, each one has their own special toolkit, and we are going to explore every single one.
First up, let's talk about the builders. If you're someone who just loves to build things, apps, websites, maybe even really sophisticated AI agents, then these next few tools, well, they're designed to be your new best friends.
So the absolute cornerstone of the Builder's Toolkit is Google AI Studio. You should think of it as your all-in-one command center for AI development. Now, it started out as kind of like a playground for developers to test models, but oh man, it has evolved into something so much more powerful. Now you can build entire applications just using simple text prompts, and you can even keep an eye on your API usage, which, as you know, is absolutely crucial for managing your project.
And look, it's not just me saying this. It's incredibly popular. This quote you see right here, that's a really common feeling among developers, and for a very good reason. Its flexibility and just how easy it is to use make it an absolute favorite for anyone doing serious work with Google's AI.
Okay, now what about building more complex things, like agents? Well, that's where the Agent Development Kit, or ADK, comes in. And the amazing thing about ADK is you don't have to be some coding genius to use it. You literally just describe what you want the agent to do in plain English. Then, an AI assistant steps in and designs the whole structure and workflow for you. And boom, just like that, a multi-agent system is built and ready to go. It is seriously that fast.
So, with these different tools, how do you know which one to pick? Well, it really just comes down to the size of your project. If you're working on something more lightweight and you want to build something fast with prompts, AI Studio is your go-to. But if you're tackling a big, complex, scalable problem and you need total control over every line of code, then you're going to want to look at Anti-Gravity. That thing is a full-stack app generator that can build enterprise-level stuff from the ground up.
All right, let's shift gears to our next persona. We are now entering the creator's canvas. This is for all of you out there who design user experiences, create visual prototypes, and tell amazing stories through design. I want you to meet Google's Stitch. This is a UX design tool that is just remarkably powerful. You give it a single sentence describing an app idea, and it generates a complete multi-screen design. And it's not just making pretty pictures. It's focused entirely on the user experience, the flow from one screen to the next. And it really is as simple as it sounds. A prompt just like this one. Make an app for people who love skiing in the Alps. That's all it takes. Stitch will immediately start designing a beautiful, logical app with all the screens you'd need, from a welcome page to picking a resort, maybe even a user profile. It's kind of like having a world-class UX designer on call, 24/7. Now here's where it gets really cool. The designs you make in Stitch, they aren't just static images. You can export them directly into AI Studio, where they can be turned into a real, fully functional application. This creates this seamless end-to-end workflow from an idea to a design to a deployed app. That is a massive game changer.
The other big tool for creators is called Google Opal, and it's all about building functional mini apps from just a single line of text. So, for example, you could tell it, generate 3 compelling YouTube thumbnail concepts with my image. What it does is instantly create a simple little app where you can upload a picture and it spits back a bunch of fully formed visual ideas. It's an incredibly fast way to build small, useful tools right when you need them.
And finally, let's turn our attention to the marketer's AI megaphone. If you're a business owner, a marketer, anyone who needs to get a message out, these tools are designed to be a massive force multiplier for your campaigns.
For anyone in marketing, Google PL is an absolute game changer. Here's how it works. First, it analyzes a website to figure out its business DNA. The brand's tone, its colors, its key images. Then it suggests relevant campaign ideas. And finally, and this is the crazy part, in a matter of seconds, it generates a full set of customized assets, all perfectly formatted for all your different social media channels. It's like having an entire marketing agency inside a single tool.
And then for the deep, strategic work, there's Notebook LM. This is your personal research superpower. And its key feature, the thing that makes it so special, is its ability to base its knowledge on your own data. You can upload files, website links, even YouTube videos. And then you can use its research agent to ask really complex questions and pull insights directly from your source material. It's an incredible tool for getting to the bottom of any topic.
So, after that whirlwind tour, we've arrived at your AI future. Now, we've covered a ton of ground, I know, but the goal here isn't to overwhelm you. It's actually to empower you to choose your own path forward in this really exciting new world.
In just the last few minutes, we've explored seven distinct and really powerful AI tools, and each one is tailored for a different kind of professional, from the builders and creators all the way to the marketers.
And that brings us to what might be the most important takeaway from all of this. You do not need to become an expert in everything you just saw. No way. The real key is to figure out which of these tools lines up with your goals, your skills, and what you're passionate about. And then just go deep on those. Master what's right for you. That's the path to success.
Because ultimately, the tools are here. They're accessible, and they're more powerful than they have ever been before. So the only question that's left to answer is, how are you going to use them to build the future?